Thank you for joining us today. I'm happy to see so many people here. My name is Michelle Nickel. I'm the WSD principal. I'm excited for this very first year to have the celebration of awards for high school. We're going to be starting with a PowerPoint slide made by Amy Dignan of some memories that the high school kids had this year. Thank you for creating this slideshow. We'll be starting with the fourth quarter perfect attendance. First student, Brandon Patrick. Second student, Norris Delgado. Keithu Lay. She is not here. Andy Morales Fernandez. Eliza Elizabeth Stone. Jaden Welch. All right. That's it for the fourth quarter perfect attendance. Next award is for the perfect attendance for the entire full year. Somebody was here every single day. That is Marissa Next, we'll be looking at fourth quarter and full year high honor roll. If you see the stars or the asterisks next to the name, that means they were on the high honor roll for the entire year. First, we have Devonna Green, Amber Khan, who is not here. So sorry, somebody told me that Amber was not here. Amber, come on up. Congratulations. You also received this ribbon because you were on the full year high honor roll. The next student is also fourth quarter and high honor roll. The next student is Malachi Stinier. He is not here today. The next student, Jay Welch. The next student is Kayla Zabadinsky. And she had fourth quarter and full year high honor roll. Now looking at the honor roll, fourth quarter full year. We have Tyler. Tyler? Eliza Camino. She is not here. Kevin Gonzalez. Braden Hodges. Destiny Jones. Jessica Conkle. Jonah Meyer. Andy Morales Hernandez. Carabella Lehman. Fourth quarter on roll and full year is Hayden Rawlings. Renell Smith. She is not here today. Fourth quarter and full year honor roll, we have John Vasquez Riviera. And also we would like to have Lance Welgen Jr. come up and provide the Community Service Award.
All right, hello. I am extremely proud of the senior class. You met all your community service requirements, and then some. You are required to do 32 hours of community service volunteer time, and many of you exceeded that in hours, so I'm extremely proud. In an interesting year, to say the least, with coronavirus, the impact of virtual education, coming back to school, getting acquainted, and you still even quibbled. You were successful, and I'm so proud of you. I would like to explain the purpose of community service a little bit. There's multiple positive things to say about doing community service. First thing, it encourages people to make connections with those in the community from town to town, building connections. The next thing is giving back. Quite honestly, when you're being just given everything in the past, it's your time to give it back. It's a great experience. It builds leadership and character. It builds your networking opportunities. And it also increases your employment opportunities and finding something that you're interested in. So I'm really proud of you all as a group. With that being said, I'll call your names if you could all come to the stage, line up, and we'll get a picture taken. Callie, if you don't mind, if I could have your assistance. First, Eliza Camino, who is not here, but she did meet those requirements. Second, Devonna Green, who is not here as well, met the requirements. Third, Hope Johnson. Hope. And I forgot to mention that she's being given a tassel. That's to recognize that she exceeded the required hours of 32. She went above and beyond, so we recognize the students with that. Congratulations to you. Jessica Congo. Congratulations. You also received your cord. Marissa Leal. She also will receive her cord. Congratulations. Thank you. Next, Kaden Messer. Way to go. Andy Morales Hernandez. Congratulations. Next, Kaden Rawlings. All right. They have put in so much service and again, excelled and exceeded and went beyond the hours requirement. These next three, Renelle Smith, who is not here, unfortunately, she did a ton of hours. Also, Jay Welch. We expect students to get to the 32 hours. Jay did 81 hours. Last but not least, Caleb Zapovinsky. Thank you. You, Caleb, also again, like I said, 32 hours is the minimum. He did over 85 hours. Way to go to all of these. They're definitely Firebirds. They're proud Firebirds. Way to go.
Before we continue in the program, I have two special awards that I would like to give. These two special awards are for seniors who are graduating tomorrow. And the reason for these awards is for 4 years of being on the honor roll. I have two seniors that are receiving these awards. The first senior to receive this is Caleb Zapovinsky. The second student to receive this award is Marissa. Fix your medal, it's backwards. Next award will be given by Ms. Rebecca Apple for the National Honor Society.
Hello, I'm the National Honor Society sponsor here, and I wanted to inform you all a little bit about the history of the National Honor Society and what that means. The organization was established 101 years ago. Last year celebrated the 100-year anniversary, and this year 101 years. It was established by a bunch of principals, and the award is an extremely high honor for students. In American high schools, they can receive this award. There are 4 requirements to become a member. First, you have to qualify. How you do that is 3.0 GPA after 3 semesters here at WSD. So typically, after those years, you can qualify. A 3.0 GPA must be maintained for the lifetime. So if you're going along and you dip below the 3.0 requirement, you are not able to join again for a lifetime. It's an expectation. So that's extremely difficult to obtain. The other three requirements are community service, character, and leadership. I want to recognize 3 seniors this year. I will call your name if you could please come up. And I will show you what they will wear during their graduation ceremony. There will be 4 things they'll have. The cord. And why there are 4 things is it represents the 4 pillars: academic, leadership, character, and community service. With the understanding that community service is separate from their high school community service. I think next year they will actually combine them or let them overlap, but so far they have been separate. So these students have really done a lot of extra community service hours, more than was expected. We worked a lot with the police officers here, and this year we're setting up a county-wide registration for the deaf community and working with the police officers. So some of those activities, of course, we struggle to be able to get together because things came up or with COVID and everything. But in this fall, we're hoping to continue that service. We also have welcomed the police officers to come to school because a lot of our students last year had missed their driver's education class. And I know Shannon, Simon was really difficult, really hard to catch up and get that for the students last year in the spring. And they were deciding if you were pulled over, how would that be handled, and if there's an issue that we can provide the community. We provided that service last year and then also this spring again. So that really benefits the organization. So I want to say thank you to all of the students because they had also developed an online American Sign Language videos for the police officers. So you might have seen then a lot of officers in Delavan are more cognizant, more understanding in how to interact with people, and sometimes they might, take a minute, grab some paper and pen to write back and forth. Of course, it's not National Honor Society, but that's for also the parents, the teachers, people who here have worked very diligently in educating these officers, so it's great that we have it here. Elkhorn, Lake Geneva, other communities are really starting to become more aware of what they need to do, so that is great. Sorry to add so much and, for the interpreters adding so much information, but I think it's really important that you're all aware of what the National Honor Society has been up to and working on. Now it is the time for our 3 seniors to come up, and we have our president, Hayden Rawlings, our vice president, Caleb Zavadinsky, and then our historian is Marissa Legao. My hand really hurts, sorry. It's hard for me to finger spell today. So if you guys could line up, please, thank you. Okay. And I'll show you what they'll be wearing for their graduation. It's going to be heavy for you 3. You guys have already had a ton of awards. You already have the white cord, you have your medallion, so you have 4 more things. Are you ready? Hope you're strong enough. Why am I so short? Thank you. Okay, so if you notice the difference, the color is different and the design. And what that means is they're basically the same. It's the students were able to choose what they wanted, which color and what they wanted it to look like, the style, so, okay. And it has National Honor Society on there, if you guys would say, or more. And if you see, there are 4 tassels on the cord. So that represents, again, the 4 requirements, the 4 pillars. And this is the medallion. Again, if you don't mind, thank you. And there's one more thing. They'll also have a tassel. Is it? Tassel? Tassel? Okay. They'll have a tassel, blue and yellow. And the reason why it's blue and yellow is the National Honor Society, that's their colors, okay? Thank you. In this box, it's for keeping, saving. And so it can keep it shiny. And there's a card in here, an order card that you can order things for graduation, different attire, things like that. So stay because I'm not finished. I have another gift. Hold on. Hold on. This is their membership card. Thank you. So they can keep that in their wallet, purse, or whatever. Oftentimes, employers will recognize this. That is something they acknowledge. And it shows their good responsibility, character, willing to serve and do things for others. Of course, their intelligence, getting a grade, so that is great to show that an ID card. So now, if you can stay, because I'm going to call the other 3. Okay, so these 3 are our seniors. We still have a junior student who is a member this year, that is Braden Hodges. He is a junior. You can come up. And I'm just going to explain something here really quick. When he joined, he already had the National Honor Society police patch. The same thing as your letter, the W. So he was chosen last year as a member, and then this year he was also chosen for a second year, okay? Okay, so now we have 2 new members this year, which, typically are sophomore students. They will have a member card and a pin that will be given to them. It's Tyler and Amber, if you can come up. Tyler Burkhardt and Amber Kahn. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you to the NHS members. Next, awards will be for the positive behavior awards. I have certificates for fourth quarter positive behavior. The first students to receive this is Kevin Gonzalez. Come on up, Kevin. Our next student for fourth quarter is Hope Johnson. Hope. Our next student for fourth quarter and an entire year is Amber Khan. Our next student is Jessica Campbell. Our next student is fourth quarter and a full year is Marissa Legao. Fourth quarter and an entire year is Jonah Meyer. Fourth quarter and another entire year, Hayden Robbins. Fourth quarter, Renell Smith, who is not here today. Our next student, fourth quarter and an entire year, John Vasquez Riviera. Fourth quarter for Lawson Balmar. Fourth quarter, Autumn Boss. Fourth quarter and an entire year, Jay Welch. Fourth quarter, Kayla Zebedee. requirements. This student is Caleb Zapadinsky. For tomorrow's graduation, Caleb will also be wearing this. And there's more. Red and white shorts. Also, he will be introducing our guest speaker tomorrow. Our next will be for the class of 2022 valedictorian. The same requirements, high honor roll, involved having a good character and a great leader. Our 2022 valedictorian. Take pictures. Mom and Dad, you guys want to come up and take a picture with your daughter? All right. Congratulations to both the valedictorians and the valedictorian. Very proud of you. Our next awards will be from staff of the student life. Come on. Student life staff, come on up to the stage.
Hello. For those of you who do not know who I am, I'm Ryan Patel, behavioral specialist in the dorm, and I run the PBIS program as well. I wanted to congratulate all of the seniors in a really good year that I've seen from all of you. And we'll start. Most outstanding. Jonah Myers has shown outstanding ability when it comes to being responsible, being on time towards others, and completing all their duties. Jonah Meyer. Congratulations. Most outstanding award goes to Heithu Lei. Really has shown personal growth, and that was from the beginning to spring. Definitely increased her confidence and has a great energy, positive energy that she shows to others, to staff and students alike. So she has earned this award. Learning and growing every day like a garden. Congratulations. But unfortunately, she's not here. Next. Most improved goes to Malachi, who is not here, but he's the only freshman in B4. He was trying to find his way and meeting other boys, and was highly motivated to do that. And I have seen growth from to the end of the year. But he isn't here to receive this award, but we can still congratulate Malachi Senior. This next student, who is Devana, has shown so much improvement. Motivated, earning great grades academically, showing commitment every day in everything she does. All of the tasks that she needed to complete, she's very cooperative, shows maturity, is a good role model, and as a senior student, really look up to her. She has shown so much improvement. The award goes to Devana Green. Okay, this individual always likes to make sure that everyone is safe, supporting others, and making sure that all of the roommates and everybody, if you guys want to come up on the stage, you can. It's you, if you want to come up. Okay, and this award goes to a student who is very aware of their safety and their surroundings. The award goes to Renelle Smith. So Caden shows respect to others and staff in general. It doesn't really matter who, he's extremely respectful of those. So congratulations, Caden Rawlings. And the Respectful Award is a student who's really accepting of everyone and who they are, and just a really nice, kind person who's wise, gives their advice, and is empowering to others. That is Hope Johnson. Congratulations. Thank you. This person shows a lot of responsibility throughout the school year. Have seen how responsible they are. They're following all the rules, completing their duties, chores, and so forth, socializing with others. This goes to Autumn. John. Pardon the interpreter. This next award goes to a student who is very dependable, completes all of their work on time, is very proud and responsible, doing their best, is encouraging of other students, and responsible. So this award goes to Autumn. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Student Life staff. For the closing, I just want to say that I am so proud of every single one of you guys. It's been a very difficult year. We've had a lot of challenges that we faced, a lot of changes, whether it was virtual or in person or both. You guys know that some days were easy and some days were not. But I am proud of every single one of you for making it through this school year. And I hope all of you guys have a wonderful summer, and I'll see you next year.